Hello and welcome to Indian Drives. My name is Yash and I welcome you to our fifth episode of SWOT Analysis Review. And in this episode, we will review the latest SUV from Mahindra, the XUV 700. I'll use the concepts of management theories to review the XUV 700 based on its strengths, weaknesses, finding opportunities for Mahindra to make the car better, and have a look at the threat it faces from its rivals. And before we begin with our SWOT analysis, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, do subscribe right now so you do not miss out on such interesting automotive content that comes to you every week. So without any further ado, let's begin with our SWOT analysis. Starting the analysis with the XUV 700's strengths, the first strength for the XUV 700 would be its variants and the configuration. The XUV 700 comes in 4 variants which can be configured in 23 options. The XUV 700 can either be configured in a 5-seater or a 7-seater SUV option. Further, there are 2 engine options to choose from: a 2-liter M-Stallion petrol engine which produces 200 horsepower and the 2.2-liter M-Hawk diesel engine which produces 155 and 185 horsepower, offering 2 different tunings in the engine. Both these engines can be paired to either a manual or an automatic transmission. The base variant MX of the XUV 700 does miss out on all the major features that the XUV 700 has been hyped for, but it ensures that buyers on a budget can experience the XUV 700 with a starting price of just Rs 12.49 lakhs. So if you're in the market looking for a 5 or 7-seater safe SUV, then the XUV 700 is definitely a safe bet with its attractive and segment-killing pricing. XUV 700's second strength would be the high-end premium features. The XUV 700 has taken inspiration from the German automaker Mercedes quite evidently. The XUV 700 gets a wide cockpit screen which houses the infotainment system integrated with the digital instrument cluster. The power seat adjustment knobs are also placed on the door panels just like you would find on any Mercedes car. The door handles on the XUV 700 are enclosed in the door panels and they pop out electrically just like the Range Rover Vela, which looks and feels very premium considering its segment. The XUV 700 also gets electronic parking brake with auto hold feature, and the combination of all these features just give it the extra notch of comfort and the extra notch of premiumness that you feel out of this SUV comparing it to its rivals. XUV 700's third strength would be the safety features it has to offer. The XUV 700 received a 5-star safety rating from the global NCAP, which makes it the safest SUV in this segment. The XUV 700 also boasts an impeccable 4-star safety rating for the child safety protection. The XUV 700 gets 7 airbags, which is the best in class in terms of the numbers of airbags that you get from the SUV. Mahindra was able to achieve this milestone of achieving the 5-star safety rating and at the same time making the XUV 700 more agile than the XUV 500, and the credit goes to the new enhanced monocoque chassis and the number of weld spots that it gets than before. The XUV 700 also gets autonomous driving assist features like the brake assist, front collision warning, high beam assist, and the traffic sign recognition. So if you're one of those who really do not compromise on the safety aspects of any vehicle, then XUV 700 definitely is on the top of the list when it comes to this SUV segment. XUV 700's last strength would be the all-wheel drive drivetrain and the drive modes. The XUV 700 is the only affordable SUV in the segment which offers the all-wheel drive capability. However, it is only offered in the diesel variant, and the much more powerful the petrol engine misses out on the all-wheel drive option. The XUV 700 also comes in different custom drive modes with different tunes for the engine. For example, the diesel engine gets detuned when it is in zip mode and it only produces 155 horsepower, which gives you a good fuel efficiency and better drivability in the city. But when you switch to zap and zoom mode, then you get all the 185 horsepower from the engine for the enhanced driving experience that you would want on the highways with better torque and 100% of the power available at your tap of the throttle. So unlike the basic drive modes that are offered in other cars in the similar segments, where you can only control the steering and the throttle response, the XUV 700 lets you enjoy different tunes of your engine by just switching to different driving mode as per your usage. Now that we've seen the XUV 700's strength, let's move on to its weaknesses. Since we have not driven the Mahindra XUV 700 yet, it was very difficult for us to find out the weaknesses of this car because of what all it has to offer us. With such long list of segment first features, there wasn't much room left for the weaknesses. However, based on our observations, here are a few weaknesses of the XUV700. XUV700's first weakness would be the quality of plastic used in the interiors. Now definitely the XUV700 comes with a long list of segment first features and a lot of premium finish touches to this SUV. But still, in order to accommodate all of these features, Mahindra has cut some cost when it comes to the plastic used in the interiors. For example, the lower panels of the dashboard are still quite scratchy when it comes to the material used in the interiors, and similarly, there are other panels in the car which still get hard plastic instead of the soft touch material. It is understandable that the leather interiors or the leather fit materials would increase the cost of the XUV significantly, but Mahindra can use the soft touch materials to match the level of sophisticatedness that it has given the XUV700 with the premium features. Secondly, the XUV700 in the 7-seater option has really cramped up space in its last third row for the last two passengers. It is best suited for children. So the space for third row seating is not really adequate, and that is something that Mahindra should ideally be working on in the future. And as we speak of the third row space, the boot space is almost negligible when the third row is upright, and you do not get much space to keep your luggage in the boot space, so you will have to get a rooftop carrier or a tulle roof to accommodate your luggage if you have a 7-seater XUV700. And the last weakness for the XUV700 would be that it does not get the all-wheel drive option with the petrol engine. The M-Stallion petrol engine delivers more horsepower than the diesel engine in the XUV. So it would have made sense to offer an all-wheel drive powertrain even with the petrol engine, because there were a lot of enthusiasts even with the Mahindra Thar who went for the petrol 4x4 variant. All of these weaknesses also become an opportunity for Mahindra to make the XUV700 better in the future, as its improved quality of interiors, increased boot and third row space, along with an all-wheel drive option with the petrol engine, will surely make it one of the most perfect, exciting cars present in the industry. Now lastly, let's have a look at few of the threats that the XUV700 faces in the segment. The XUV700's first threat would be the Tata duos, the Tata Safari and the Tata Harrier. The Tata Safari is basically the rebadged version of the Tata Harrier with a 7-seater configuration. But with the name Safari added to the badge, it has garnered the SUV following that the Safari had in the past decades. So with similar pricing and the Tata's legacy of the Safari, Tata Duo will definitely be a direct threat to the XUV700. XUV700's second threat would be the MG Hector. The MG Hector was MG's first product in India, and since launch it has really performed well and it has garnered some decent sales number since its launch. Competing with the XUV500 earlier, the Hector was definitely having a strong edge over the XUV with its new and modern features. But with the new XUV700 launch, let's wait and watch how the XUV performs in front of the MG Hector. The third threat to the XUV700 would be the Hyundai Alcazar. The Alcazar is the 7-seater version of the Hyundai Creta. In terms of comfort and convenience feature, it is almost similar to the Hyundai Creta, but it does get a different engine option than the Creta. The Alcazar is powered by a 2-liter engine which produces more power than the Creta. The XUV700 with all of its features and the engine options is definitely ahead of the Hyundai Alcazar. With the more intimidating look and the robust build quality, the XUV700 is definitely way ahead than the Alcazar with its long list of features and the build quality. And the last threat to the XUV700 would be the Jeep Compass. The Jeep Compass has been in India with us since 2017, and since then it has performed really well, but now after 4 years of its launch, it has been dated and people are looking for newer options. And also, the Jeep Compass was the only car in the segment which was offering a 4x4 variant, but keep in mind that variant was quite highly priced and it almost matched the price of the big bulky proper 4x4 SUVs. Hence, it did not really sell good numbers of the 4x4 variants. And even now, the top-end all-wheel drive variant of the XUV700, priced at Rs 23 lakh rupees, is almost 4 lakhs cheaper than the Jeep Compass. So to conclude the SWOT analysis review of the Mahindra XUV700, it is safe to say that if you are in the market looking for a 5 or a 7-seater SUV, then the XUV700 should be on the top of that list, as it is fair to say it has more features than the segment has to offer. It also gets the 5-star safety rating from the global NCAP, assuring you that this will keep you and your family safe. And the safety features like best-in-class 7 airbags, ESP, ABS, ABD, you name it. It has all the safety features to keep you safe. And to keep the tech-savvy persons happy, the XUV700 comes loaded with new tech features, the Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Mahindra's Adronix connected car tech. The only drawback of the XUV700 as of now in the entire segment is the long waiting period that the Mahindra has because of the semiconductor chip shortage. So viewers, that was all on the SWOT analysis of the XUV700. If you like this video, please share it with your friends who are looking out for a similar vehicle in the segment, and do let us know in the comment section what are your thoughts on the XUV700 and the threat it faces from its rivals. And if you want us to review any specific car in any segment, then feel free to drop the name of the car in the comment section so we can come up with a review video as soon as possible. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to our channels so you do not miss out on such interesting automotive content that comes to you every week.